Hi Mountaineers, I'm Michie Ochai, Faculty of HMNC. It's an honor for me to have an opportunity to give a presentation. Today, I'm going to talk about the childbirth in Japan and related Japanese cultures and customs. First, let's see the location of Japan. This is a world map used in Japan. Our country is located in East Asia. The time difference between West Virginia and Japan is 14 hours. Then let's focus on Japan. You have heard the name of Tokyo, the capital of Japan. Our city Hamamatsu is around the central area of Japan. You can visit us from Tokyo by bullet train called Shinkansen. It takes 1 hour and a half from Tokyo to Hamamatsu. I do recommend a bullet train trip. Here's a brief introduction about Japan. The land area of Japan is smaller than Texas. The population of Japan is about 130 million. Japanese writing system uses 3 kinds of writing: kanji, hiragana, and katakana. Learn more than 1,000 kanji characters in Japanese elementary schools. The Japanese grammar is similar to that of Korean. Here's an example. Nurse in English. With kanji like this. With hiragana like this. And with katakana like this. All of them means a nurse. We have one more writing system, Romaji. It's a system of Romanized spelling used to transliterate Japanese. The word nurse, kangoshi, consists of 3 kanji characters. 1, 2, 3. The first character, kan, is consisted of te and me. Te means hand and me means eyes. These characters indeed express what nursing is, observing with hands and eyes. Next, I'd introduce you Japanese specific customs of using toilet, bathroom, and taking a bath. How is the Japanese bathroom? This shows a toilet in a typical Japanese house. Most of the Japanese toilets have the function of washing button. It is called a washlet. This is incredible. Not only keeping your body clean, but also relaxing. The toilet seat is warm, the lid opens automatically, and the water flows automatically. It would be nice if this kind of toilet spreads in the world. What is a bath for Japanese? The bath is a place not only to clean our body, but also to relax by getting into the bathtub. Most Japanese people take a bath daily. This is Mount Fuji. How beautiful! is the highest mountain in Japan and a symbol of Japan. Let's move on to the main theme of today. Japan is facing a serious decline in birth rate. The number of babies born each year is decreasing every year. You can see that it has decreased significantly compared to 50 years ago. The average number of children a Japanese woman gives birth to in her lifetime is also lower compared to other countries. This slide shows the total fertility rate by country. It's caused by various reasons. For one thing, the number of persons who does not get married or does not want to get married is increasing. Perhaps due to the fact that Japanese people tend to connect getting married to bearing children. Here is the average age of first marriage. This shows the trends in lifetime unmarried rate. The unmarried rate at age 50 was calculated from the average unmarried rate at age 45 to 49 and age 50 to 54. Look at this. The rate will be higher in the near future. Therefore, childbirth is a very special and important part of life for women and families. Where to deliver a baby is too. In Japan, until the end of World War II, it was common to give birth at home with midwife. Now, there's two main options: giving birth at a safe and reliable hospital or giving birth at a popular clinic. The ratio is about 50-50, and although the number is very lower, some choose a home-like midwifery clinic. Usually, mothers stay for 5 days at hospital for delivery, 7 days for cesarean section. During that time, mothers and babies are cared and parenting guidance is provided. Here's a case of hospitalization for normal delivery. First day, birth, breastfeeding starts. Second day, check for laceration, shower, and so on. Third day, bathing instruction. Fourth day, pre-discharge examination, discharge guidance. And last, discharge. Please take a look at these pictures. We will introduce a very special and expensive clinic where pregnant women can feel like a princess so that they can spend their precious and special childbirth comfortably. The clinics have to compete each other to attract pregnant women. The pictures we showed you are not exceptions, as there are more than a few clinics offering delicious and healthy homemade snacks and aesthetic services. Let's take a look at the childbirth expenses. Expenses for childbirth will range from 400,000 yen to 500,000 yen. However, as Japan has a national insurance system, for each childbirth, 420,000 yen will be provided. This shows the painless delivery rate by country. In Japan, painless delivery accounts for less than 10%. There are various reasons why it is not widespread here, though medical technology is advanced. Below are possible reasons. It is undeniable that there is still a prejudiced belief, such as by enduring the pain of childbirth, you can become a strong mother, and because you endure the pain, your child will be more precious. In addition, in Japan, many deliveries are performed at private obstetric clinics without anesthesiologists, and even hospitals where they work are difficult to secure anesthesiologists at the time of delivery. Here's Mount Fuji again with cherry blossoms. Japanese do love Mount Fuji and cherry blossoms. You can see the upside down Mount Fuji on the surface of lake. Next, I'd like to introduce Japanese perinatal customs. First, I'm going to talk about homecoming childbirth. Several before childbirth, expecting mothers go back to their parents' house and give birth at a hospital near her family home, and they will stay there about a month after childbirth. Her mother, as she has an experience of childbirth, can help and advise her expecting daughters, especially when she is hospitalized for delivery. Home delivery allows inexperienced mothers to focus on raising their children because they can rely on their parents for housework, especially if it is their first baby and you are not used to childcare. What about the baby's father? He comes to see the baby only when he or she is born in a hospital and waits for the baby until he or she comes back to their own home, or comes to see the baby every weekend. However, the number of homecoming births has decreased in recent years. Next is a big issue. That's parental leave. Of the men who took child care leave, it is reported that percentage of those who took child care leave for less than 5 days was 28.33%. In 2022, 12.65% of men take child care leave. In the 2019 survey, it was 7.48%. We can see that although the percentage is still small, it is definitely increasing. On the other hand, even though more men do take the leave, the length is still not enough. Do you know kabuki? Kabuki is a classical form of Japanese dance drama. Kumadori is a stage makeup. As a last part, I'd like to introduce Japanese perinatal customs. There's so many customs. 5 months pregnant, prayer for safe delivery, 7th day after birth, unveiling and naming, 30th day after birth, visiting shrines for thanking, 100 days old, celebration for first meal, baby's first annual festival, girls on March 3rd, boys May 5th. You're so busy. First, on a lucky day of the 5th month of pregnancy, the day of the dog. to pray for an easy delivery like a dog. The salashi belly band is wrapped around the belly. In modern-day clothes, it's easy to slip off and inconvenient, so it has a strong ritual element. This slide shows the modern style of belly band that women can wear easily. It is said that wearing modern belly band not only makes pregnant women keep warm, but also gives an awareness of taking care of their bodies more carefully. This custom is unique to Japan, even among Asian countries. Next is the naming ceremony held on the 7th day after birth. Traditionally, they write the baby's name on a piece of Japanese paper with a brush and ink and stick it on the altar. At this time, the relatives are invited to see the baby for the first time and with a gorgeous dinner. In modern days, it is becoming more common to write a baby's name with a pen or printout, and to celebrate only among new parents. On a lucky day around the 30th day after birth, we visit the shrine to report that the baby was born safely and to pray for the baby's health. At this time, it is common for the baby's paternal grandmother to hold the baby in kimono. However, now that we have more nuclear families, it is becoming more common for parents and children to wear Western clothes, not kimono, to celebrate this day. The event, called Okuizome, is held with the hope that babies around 100 days old will not have trouble eating for the rest of their lives, and that they will grow up in a healthy body. Of course, babies cannot eat solid food yet, so parents just pretend to feed the baby. For the ceremony, we prepare sea bream and sekihan, sticky rice with red beans, which are considered to be auspicious. Of course, the parents eat them after the ceremony. After a baby is born, for boys on May 5th and for girls on March 3rd, we put a special decoration. For boys, to put up a carp streamer, and for girls, hina dolls. Ever since the first celebration, every year they celebrate. This is to wish for children to grow up healthy and strong. However, nowadays, because of the housing situation and busy life of new parents, carp streamers are getting rare and the decorations are getting simplified. This slide shows the doll festival for girls. These are modern decorations. They are smaller than the traditional ones, but it's good for a small apartment. In conclusion, no matter what countries you are in and how different customs may seem, what we hope for our children is the same: to grow up safe, healthy, and happy. This time, we showed you about the childbirth circumstances and customs in Japan. This is the last slide. This is Hamamatsu Castle. It's a symbol of Hamamatsu City. We sincerely hope that on November 28th, students from both schools have a very good time and our exchange program will be meaningful and fulfilling. Then that's all for today. Thank you very much.